Sam checked out Rich Voss on Red Eye.
Yeah.
And you did give us a oof.
Well,
I think a oof came out of your mouth there.
I just felt like I watched Ant and Jim on Red Eye on Monday, and then I checked out Voss, and it seemed like, we'll just say Ant and Jim might have been a little more prepared for the topics that were being discussed.
Now, that's just it. See, Red Eye, I'll give you a little behind the scenes. Oh, Red Eye, they send you the topics that they're going to be talking about. Mm-hmm. They email them to you, which is nice. And then you kind of get a chance to, sit with them for a little while.
Right.
You could write some notes out, things like that, and have the notes with you. Mm-hmm. Not like you're reading off a sheet when it comes up, but it's kind of a little memory jogger there. You come up with a subject. Now you look down, you glance and go, yeah, that's what I thought about that. And then you kind of go off on it a little while. Mm-hmm. Rich, not known to be a guy who writes. Or can write,
but
I don't think.
How does he get away with that if they kind of want your thoughts ahead of time?
I don't know. That's just it.
How did he get away with that?
They're like, yeah, could you, because then they ask you, like,
you've got to email some stuff back a little bit, right?
Have some thought starters and then email them back. And it's mostly so they could just have the host kind of set you up.
Sure.
Kind of a thing, like what question is he going to ask you about this subject so that you can then kind of blurt your idea out. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what it seems like Voss kind of wasn't ready for the questions.
Yeah, and I also think that he went in with the wrong strategy, whereas Voss's strength is getting those zingers out.
Yes.
Maybe he hadn't seen.
I like getting the zingers out of my neighborhood.
Okay, well, I don't think that we're using the same word.
Oh.
Yeah,
because I started calling them zingers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I meant jokes.
All right.
Okay.
All right, well, Jimmy, Rich Voss was on Red Eye.
Yes, he was.
And Sam was noticing that he might not have been as prepared as you and Anthony were on Red Eye the other night.
Oh, did he think he was just going to wing it?
Yeah, and I think he also, as I was saying a minute ago, took the wrong strategy, whereas his strength is more joke-oriented.
Yeah.
A lot of times he decided that he wanted to show the political side.
No,
Rich Voss.
Made my neck itch.
Your teeth itch? I like when you say that one.
Bothered.
I like when you say that. All right, well, Rich says he's tired of fat people.
Yes.
And he says something about addictions.
Yeah, he lost me in this diatribe. That's why he said something about addictions.
Did I miss any Voss yet?
No, we were waiting for him. That's why you're frustrated that Gary was taking you out of the show for a while.
No, that was me. He knew we were coming back.
All right, then I have to apologize for that.
Yeah, it was me.
So I'll apologize for 1 out of my 80 points that I made. Here's Rich Voss on Red Eye last night.
Rich, you're obviously working out. Have you found that your manly looks, has that been a distraction for you or a hindrance?
No, it's healthy. I'm sick of people saying, oh, it's okay to be fat. It's not okay. It's an addiction. You're fat. Do something about it. It's an addiction. And little kids, their kids are fat. That's child abuse. It's not, they say, hey, it's okay to do meth, all right? Mm-hmm. Put down the gun.
What about if they're just a little chubby?
Well, you're not getting in my bed then. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we're going to stop it right there. Coming up.
That was funny.
Yeah, okay.
That line was good, except when he goes, and the kids have kids was really stupid.
Yeah.
And the kids, you have kids.
He was a little shaken. Kids, something about kids. You bought a kid, you had a kid. I
could just picture him. Like, he took it too far. Like, when he said it's an addiction or whatever, then he just kept going. He said, it's an addiction. And he just got into a second part of the role, and he should have just shut up.
Yeah, that's what happens with Rich.
Not bad. Not bad, though,
That
right?
wasn't that bad.
Yeah. All right.
Sure, it gets worse.
Does it get worse?
I mean, that's the first track, so it's up to interpretation.
Oh, Rich talks about this was exciting news that came out yesterday that the movie industry is bringing the movies to people's homes.
Yes.
I couldn't be happier with this.
Like this? And then they have a reel?
Well, they
No, there's two guys read the script
bring
to
the
you.
whole. Oh, I was right there with you. Bring the whole cast in your living room.
That'd be nice.
Not
You know
every,
how exhausting that would be.
Oh, God.
They have to keep stopping whenever you have to piss or shit.
Sets. They're dragging sets into your living room.
Yes, they
That
got
would
to
suck.
take you over to England half the time.
You know, I still enjoy going to the movies, but I also would love the option to go, you know what? It's going to be a fucking zoo at the movie theaters because this movie's so hot, I'd rather just watch it at home. Watch this particular film at home.
I despise the movies, and I would love to have them available at
You just
home.
don't like going at all anymore? Just the whole experience? You just
have no fucking want or need
When
to
did that end for
step
you?
into a movie theater when I got my own movie theater.
No, you hated it before
I
that,
hated
though.
it before, but it was still like, I kind of want to see that on a big screen. And now, I don't give a fuck.
No.
I don't give a fuck. And then, you get screener copies. The movie companies are nice enough to
we're part of
send
the
you
Academy.
some of the screener copies.
Yeah. We're part of the Academy. we vote for the Oscars every year.
Yes,
now.
exactly.
I don't know how
exactly.
that happened, but it's a terrific perk we got.
And that's I couldn't be bothered. So if they do this, that'd be great.
They're going to do this, and how much are the movies going to cost?
$862,000 a piece.
Wow. What I was reading was that it would be they wouldn't be accessible for 30 days.
What?
And the movie would have to be out for 30 days, probably 4 weeks, before you'd be able to purchase it in home.
That's just out of range.
And it would be anywhere
Give me 3 weeks. I could live with that.
Give me the same day.
Yeah, well, we got to start somewhere, though. But sorry, Danny.
I would even say, after the first week. I mean, the first week, that's all the money. That's the big money.
The first couple weeks are pretty strong for the theater.
I mean,
they're trying not to mess with the theater business too much.
It depends on the movie.
Yeah, and
if the movie's still raking in money at the theater, then you fucking postpone it for a little while.
Well, my cable system has movies that are in theaters now, and you just know those got to be the worst movies out there.
Those are the horrible ones.
Yeah, because they're bragging. Look, we have this movie that's in your theater, but you can watch it here.
A TBS world premiere. Wow, that really was bad.
Of Rocky 2.
Rocky 2.
How much money?
From what I read, it was anywhere between $20 and $30.
That's it. I thought it would be a lot higher because what we're going to do is we're going to pile a lot of people in our fucking house to keep the cost down.
That's what they charge you about in like a hotel room if you want to watch still in theaters.
Sure. But I think they get away with charging $100 because then you would
That's
go
crazy.
But you would go, all right, I'm going to get my friends over, family over, and we're going to just all chip in for Avatar, let's say.
I think that kind of defeats the purpose. I think, the people that want to watch these movies at home, they want to watch them by themselves with no distractions.
That's exactly it.
That's the reason that you're watching it at home.
I see it the other way where you'd make it a fucking thing on a Friday night.
No, I want to watch the movie. I don't want my fucking uncle bothering me.
People would do both. I don't know why we act like you have two. Some would do one way and some would do the other.
Civil war.
What I'm saying is, I don't think it would be like a Tyson fight, where you have the whole neighborhood over for a Tyson fight. I think if you want to watch,
yeah, but your logic sucks there too, because when you want to just watch the fight,
no, well. Yeah, but it's different with a sporting event or a fight.
I don't know,
man.
man. There's no sporting events. I don't like going to Super Bowl parties because I want to fucking take the whole fucking thing in.
But a movie is more detailed, and you got to watch it a little more. They don't fucking recap what happened. You don't get a replay of a scene in a movie.
I'm also not saying invite the whole neighborhood. I'm just saying a few. Maybe you got
for $100
a couple you like hanging out with, or a few friends.
For $100, you're cutting out what Jim said. Do both. You're cutting out the single person that's just going to sit there and go thumb through and go, yeah, I want to see that.
Well, I said $100. Maybe that's too high.
Pay $100 for that.
20 seems too low. It seems like they could get a little more money.
Now, 20 is about all I'd spend for a first-run movie sitting in my house.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna fucking spend $30 to watch some piece of shit fucking movie by myself.
Okay.
I'd rather sit and watch Aliens again.
Well, that was our discussion on it.
then you spent $50 on probably or more.
And I got a DVD. I don't know why I do it. I'm a lazy fuck.
Let's well, that's how we discussed this. Let's see how Rich discussed it on Red Eye last night.
I mean,
I don't think any of us saw that.
It's really her. I think that this is just making people lazier and less social and just sitting around and clicking and watching movies. I don't know. Just not my cup of tea.
It's like you said, it's a quick fix. They're paying too much anyhow. When you're spending $2 million on craft table for donuts, cut back. They're cutting out the theaters. They're kicking them to the curb like they're some late night talk show host. You can't do that to them. You know what I mean? It's like,
what is he talking about?
Oh my God, E-Rock made more sense when he walked in here earlier.
Kicking wood to the curb.
But did you hear the donut thing?
Yeah, they don't spend millions of dollars at craft service.
They don't spend $2 million.
Talk show host. Can I get any more things in here that might get a reaction? Poor Rich.
Cut back. They're cutting out the theaters. They're kicking them to the curb like they're some late night talk show host. You can't do that to them. You know what I mean? It's like the airlines did to the travel agency. Kick them to the curb. Now there's no what do you call it? You know what I'm saying. Move on.
You can't say you know what I'm saying.
Oh, that hurt. That was bad. Okay.
He was.
That was bad.
That's what a 6-year-old says to his father, and the father helps you out. You know what I mean? Dad, you know what I'm saying? And then, well, what he's trying to say here.
He broke the lamp and was trying to explain how the lamp got broken.
That's what I'm saying. Move on.
You know what I'm saying.
We don't know what you're saying. That's why you're talking on television.
Help me.
Oh,
It's like the airlines did to the travel agents. They kicked them to the curb. There's no what do you call it? You know what I'm saying. Move on.
Yeah. No, actually, I think we should just stay with this right now. Now it's getting good.
Well, because you can't, the movie theaters, you can't just push them aside. What are they going to do? Okay. You know what? If they do this, I'm gonna start downloading these movies at 30 a piece or 20, and I'm gonna charge 50 to 100 people to come to my house to watch them. I'm gonna start making the money.
Who's gonna go to your fucking shitty house to watch a movie where they can go to a theater for $10?
They can sit on his giant couch.
Yeah, I want to sit on antique fucking furniture.
Horrible
Can I have a
antique
doily
furniture.
to wipe my head with?
Grandma's house.
He still has a square TV. Who would go over there?
You want to watch it on my
Square
Zenith?
TV?
50 to 100 people?
That was my argument.
Jesus.
There's no way
What's
you're
this,
going to
your
get
New
that
Year's Eve show?
No one's there.
Voss goes off on a diatribe.
Oh, this is poetry.
About how bad it is that Panera Bread is trying to pay what you feel business model. Is trying to pay what you feel business model.
This Panera Bread.
I don't know this story. What is this one?
In St. Louis, one of the Panera Bread chains is it's in a wealthy community, and they're setting up just like a box that they have at the museum where it's like suggested donation. Like pay what you think you should pay for the sandwich.
Spanky and Alfalfa try a pay as you exit for the 1938 Follies.
I believe so.
And yes, I believe Alfalfa sang Figaro, I think. And yeah. And then little girls came out dressed like whores and danced because Hal Roach was a creep. They've been giving people all kinds of shit about that fucking video with the 7-year-old girls dancing around to.
We were way on that before everybody else.
What song is that?
I think we were the
Beyonce
first
song?
We were the first ones to do anything on that.
Which, by the way,
and that was
East Side Dave dancing to that. I can't even describe it. That is obscenity.
On his Twitio.
That is obscenity, describing East Side Dave dancing to that. He choreographed all the moves that the girls do.
Are they gonna?
He's in a blonde wig, and he did that.
Are they gonna give him his raise, or is he?
Find out tomorrow's the day.
Oh my God!
Tomorrow's D-Day.
Well, he had
give him
better
a raise,
get
right?
money.
Yes, D-Day.
They're gonna give him a raise,
get
right?
Money.
That's the least they could do.
Well,
do something down the hole. Give Eastside Dave his money.
He
East Side
insisted
Dave
on
rules.
a specific amount, so we'll see if they can match that amount.
He should have went higher,
Way higher.
and then they come back down to his amount, maybe.
I love
What he wants is ridiculous. They should just pay that without even thinking.
whether or not he has a job to feed his children has become a radio storyline.
Yeah, that's great. So he made this video, and
Yeah. It's just it's upsetting. It's upsetting to watch. I don't know where it is. It's on 202 Friends, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, back in the old Hal Roach days of the Little Rascals, they would dress those girls up like little whores, and they'd do the stage shows like a kick line, kind of a Rockettes thing, and no one had a problem with it then. Now you got these girls coming out, these little 7-year-old whores doing the fucking hiney dance and the fucking squatting on the dick dance and grabbing their non-existent tits. Yeah, there's Eastside Dave. And then the stupid All Single Ladies song was stuck in my head.
what the fuck?
Dave could have the worst Irish ass syndrome ever.
Are these the actual moves from that video?
Yeah,
I mean, they're an interpretation.
He's trying interpretation. He's trying to do the moves, but yeah, this is what the girls were doing in the video. And Dave's got like a blonde wig on.
God,
he fills out the bikini top.
He's got like a Clay Aiken wig on.
Yeah, yeah. his ass in those fucking shorts.
He rules.
It's just
Just
horrible.
pay fucking Eastside
Like,
Dave.
look at what he's doing. Come on.
He's doing all this for free for the
Pay
company.
this guy. He's in high heels with these giant calves. Look at his little ankles and giant calves.
Bowling
what
pins.
a wreck he is.
He's got bowling pin legs.
It's a wreck.
He has legs like a
Upside down.
pinup girl.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, we find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah, that's his deadline.
And how could the people get Eastside Dave single ladies?
How do they?
Twitter.com/202friends.
All right,
Yeah.
wow, 202 Friends getting a big fucking plug today.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Rich Voss. So Panera Bread is trying a pay what
Yeah.
you feel business in a rich community,
In
right?
a rich community,
You
so
know, the
they're-
rich people are the cheapest ones.
So they're trying to say,
How's
you know,
that going to work?
pay what you think we deserve for your sandwiches and stuff. And for whatever reason, this somewhat non-story is what really has Rich hot under the collar. This is his political movement.
For the expression of Richard, this one really has him dumb above the collar.
Let me ask you this question, because I think this may be speaking to the root of why they're doing this. Do you think it's mostly for the publicity that they're getting right now?
They're not trying to pull people in. People don't go into Panera Bread and they get addicted and have to have a tuna sub every day. You know, what it is free.
What is he doing?
I don't
You've known
know.
him longer than all of us,
Bombing?
Jimmy.
Bombing.
What is he doing? He's way better than this.
He's panicking. Is what
Is he
he's doing.
panicking?
He is
Yeah.
fucking panicked that he's trying too hard to get like funny out, and it's not coming out. It's missing.
I think a lot of it too is he was realizing the other guys on the panel, the other people were kind of jumping in. They each had their snappy little lines, and he was kind of getting lost in the shuffle a little bit.
Oh shit!
And so he had to come out with his A game, which was the man against the man against Panera Bread, because people aren't addicted to tuna sandwiches.
You don't have to mention addiction every 3 seconds. It's not all about addiction, Rich.
And have to have a tuna sub every day. You know, what it is free in the long run doesn't work. A quick fix, it's okay. You know, a quick fix, a mom with her kids needs help, some quick fix, all right. But free in the long run, you know, you got to work, earn, and buy. You know, you can't keep taking in life. You can't take, we're not bankers. You can't just take.
We're not a bank, Jerry. Why don't you talk to old Bill Deal?
No, that was his
Oh, gee.
that was his socio-political statement. We're not bankers because they take.
I have to hear
Just
that
'cause you
whole
get a-
thing again.
Just
by
because
the
you
way.
can get a free sandwich?
It's not. It's just
What is he talking about?
he thinks the Panera Bread is handing out to the less fortunate and making
Yeah,
stuff.
but-
Because before everybody said, I'm trying to earn a paycheck for my Panera Bread sandwich, and now that they're free, they don't have to work anymore.
But he changed the whole subject. It wasn't about anything he was talking about.
I see what he's trying to get at, that this would lead to a lot of people
What
going
he's
to Panera Bread. that
trying to get at
the
is that-
undesirables getting free fucking sandwiches.
But if you want to go back to the beginning, like Ant said, listen to the question he was asked.
Yeah. Listen to the question and listen where he ends up. He is grabbing at a fucking sharp blade being put into the water for him as he's drowning. He cannot.
You know what? What the
He's a fucking disaster.
I'm just going to start the clip over. What the hell?
Yeah, I
Right
gotta
from the
hear this
beginning.
again.
Let me ask you this question, because I think this may be speaking to the root of why they're doing this. Do you think it's mostly for the publicity that they're getting right now?
They're not trying to pull people in. People don't go into Panera Bread and they get addicted and have to have a tuna sub every day. You know, what it is free in the long run doesn't work. A quick fix, it's okay. You know, a quick fix, a mom with her kids needs help, some quick fix, all right. But free in the long run, you know, you got to work, earn, and buy. You know, you can't keep taking in life. You can't take. We're not bankers. You can't just.
Yes,
take.
Jews are.
You're really getting in the weeds here. You're going 30,000 feet and talking theory here,
Well,
which is good.
it's true in life. If you don't work for it and don't appreciate what you're getting, you're never gonna work. You can just keep taking handouts and you're gonna suck off the government, off of people. And this is just the beginning. It goes from sandwiches to housing.
So you
Housing.
He's fucking babbling.
That's a big jump from a sandwich
What
to
are you
housing.
talking about, Rich?
Goes from sandwiches to housing. to a fleet of 747s.
Did he say housing?
Yes, a housing.
He didn't say housing. He said housing.
The best thing with Rich is to let him go when he tries to sound smart.
Oh.
We learned that a long
The
time
fucking
ago.
the hooves come off.
And what the host meant by he's going up there to 30,000 feet where there's no oxygen and you pass out, your brain stops functioning. Oh my God, was that embarrassing?
People, and this is just the beginning. It goes from sandwiches to housing.
So you've gone right from the tuna sub to the McMansion. Okay. And now, what about you? You walk in there, and are you going to pay what you know? Because everybody has an intrinsic understanding as to what things are worth, right? So you're going to.
I don't know what intrinsic means.
But you're going to know what the soup and the sandwich is going to cost. Are you? I mean, to be honest, are you going to be inclined to put what that value is into that box?
I'm going to pay exactly what they want, and I'm going to go up to someone who's eating free and smack their sandwich out of their hand and say, you know what? Go work, and you could have a sandwich.
Bill,
With the 4-second rule, they'll just pick that sandwich back up and eat it anyway.
Is that too rough? Is that too rough?
You know what? Go work, and you can have a sandwich.
Go work and you could have a sandwich. Nana said so.
But how do you work if you're starving?
What a terrible point.
And get a haircut.
And put on a sweater. It's chilly in here.
And this story was done in a wealthy community. There aren't starving people going to this Panera Bread.
I'd flip him a coin and say, hit the road, Jack.
I like the fact that that was his idea of tough talk. I'd smack the sandwich out of their hand and say, go work, and then you can have a sandwich. What a terrible point.
And it wasn't the point, though.
No.
It's not that...
They're not giving it to people for free because they can't afford it. They're trying to see if they make more doing this.
Yeah, they're saying, let's see what you'll pay for this. We'll give you a quality product. Let's see if the American people will come in and pay for it.
And when they asked, do you think that this is all for publicity, he didn't even touch on whether or not that has anything to do with it. He didn't even touch upon the question asked.
Yeah, well, he said, is it a publicity stunt? He said, no. And then he goes, it's a quick fix. Well, isn't that, if they do something fast like that, it's a publicity stunt.
Andy Levy.
Yeah.
The great Andy Levy.
Oh, no.
I love him on Red Eye.
Andy must have smelled
I love Andy
blood
Levy on Red
with
Eye.
Voss.
He's a good one to follow on Twitter, too.
He's funny.
Debunks Rich's Panera diatribe.
Yeah,
in the halftime report.
This was the only part of the halftime report that Rich was in because he took his big stand against Panera Bread. So Andy Levy decided to just shoot his complete theory down.
Pay what you want restaurants. Rich, you said people don't go into Panera Bread and get addicted and have to have a tuna sub every day. You speak for yourself, my friend. You have no idea.
tell him that's one way.
No idea.
Yeah. Okay. One way to look at it.
Also, you said at a restaurant like this, you'd pay exactly what they want, but they're not telling you what they want.
Well, on the board, there's still the price. No? Just no prices?
No.
No. Well, then I would go by the average of how many. Oh, I take it for free then. You're right. I surrender.
Fair enough.
Good interrogation technique, Andy.
The worst part, by the way, it was say goodnight, Gracie. Goodnight, Gracie. She just replay the very beginning where they tell him to say something. He just says it like he thought of it.
Oh. You want me to start over?
Just please do.
Pay what you want restaurants. Rich, you said people don't go into Panera Bread and get addicted and have to have a tuna sub every day. You speak for yourself, my friend. You have no idea.
Tell him that's one way.
No idea.
Yeah. Okay. One way to look at it.
Also, you said at a restaurant like this, you'd pay exactly
what Mike
what.
told him to say.
Just tell him that's one way to look at it. All right. That's one way to look at it.
He probably thought that was just in his, like, something that only he could hear.
Yeah, it's in my headphones. Someone's feeding me
I
lines.
thought it was intuition. He thought he was fucking Brando in the island of Dr. Moreau that was giving him his lines.
Intuition.
Yes. I wish he was here right now.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I almost feel guilty bashing him when he's not here or on the phone.
It's
almost.
It would be worse.
Well, we'll
if he was
save this
here.
audio and we'll get him in soon.
Please tell me there's
redo
more.
this whole thing. We got two
Please.
more.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Mexican tourism ad. What's this about?
God, no.
Well, there's this. It's an ad for they want people in Arizona to come to Mexico, and the first ad has just a guy with binoculars saying, "We're watching you." It looks very militaristic. And then the next ad says, like, we're watching you and want you to come have a good time. And then the guy is watching bikini women.
Ah, okay.
And I guess the guy in Arizona, some sheriff, took umbrage with the ad. And so now Rich Voss is going to comment on it.
Oh, good.
Hey, wait, she should have said, we don't need to go to Mexico if you live in Arizona because there's probably more Mexicans here than there are back then in that country.
You should do Red Eye.
Oh, boss.
Rich, given all the tensions that we've got right now building in Arizona, what do you think about the ad?
Well, no one who's sneaking from Arizona into Mexico to begin with. You know, I don't see that happening.
No.
And we're just such babies.
Maybe when you're playing in Phoenix. I'm kidding, Rich. I love you. Rich's act is very funny.
Yeah.
If you see Rich in a comedy club, he's hysterically funny. You hear caller after caller saying, I saw Rich, he killed. It happened. But when he fucking tries to be smart, to show people his smarts, he fails miserably.
Well, he just wants to be the little engine that could.
Yeah, he really does.
And you're not. You're the little engine with Down syndrome.
And we're just such babies. Everybody wants an apology. Who cares about an apology? Either deal with the ad or don't look. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing on this. I'm not as prepared as they are. So what I'm saying is...
Don't give them too much credit. They're not that prepared.
Oh, no, he is prepared. When I say he is prepared...
Oh, I'm not as prepared. I have nothing. I'm not as prepared as they are.
What are you doing?
What is Jimmy's just, if you out there in Radio Land could see Jimmy's face, it's sheer disgust.
Didn't you look at the topics?
He's going, what are you doing? He probably got hung up on the first few topics.
Yeah.
And never made it to the last one. Like,
Here's Voss's problem. He can't. He's not good at collecting his thoughts. He looks like a guy with. He looks like a guy with Vaseline on his fingers, trying to like reach around the room and pick up a bunch of marbles.
And put them in his mouth.
He's got Vaseline on his hands and feet, and he's falling all over the marbles.
You ever sit there and try to write these things? Never. I know. You try to write these things out, a few things out. You go through the subjects and stuff, and some of them you got to sit with a little while. Yeah. You got to there's actually an effort that has to go into this.
Yeah.
You can't just wing it.
It seems like he just wrote bullet points. And then
You should have.
once he got there,
head.
didn't know how to form sentences with the bullet points.
Yeah.
Is Andy Levy up? We gotta get his reaction to the big Rich Voss Red Eye appearance
debacle.
Yeah, if he's around, try to get a hold of him on Twitter. Does he have the hotline number? We'll figure it out. Here's one more from Rich. Rich breaks down the Arizona immigration bill.
Where do you stand on this, Rich?
Where I stand right now, here's the deal. People don't understand. They're not just pulling you over for probable cause, okay? People are, hey, you, come here. Papers. No, it's probable cause. Two, if you're in the country and you have a family, I say, okay, you don't send them back. You just stop more from coming in. That's all. Just stop. Do something about it. Listen, if I had a piece of property and I wanted to protect that property, I would find a way to do it. It's not that hard to protect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, and I think, I'm going to give Bill the last word, which
means we'll have some intelligence in this discussion.
Rich is an idiot. Protect.
Yeah, if I had a piece of property, you do.
Piece of property.
You do, Rich. You live in a home.
Needs protecting.
Oh, Rich Voss is checking in. Mr. Voss.
Hold on. How are you doing? Before we get started on this, let's destroy Voss's one TV appearance. I did the Joy Behar show 7 times this year, and that was my 3rd time on Red Eye. But of course, you go after the one maybe weak television appearance that I.
Well, there's no maybe.
I didn't hear the Joy Behars.
Yeah, the Joy Behar didn't.
Well, but you know what?
You must have did well on there because it didn't hit our radar.
Yeah.
You have to admit it was pretty funny, Rich. It was funny because you're just making points and you're like, oh, come on, you know.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Can we get the audio? Hold on.
No.
We need a reference point. We need a reference point.
Wait a second.
E-Rock, run down the hall with the Rich Voss on Red Eye audio, please.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Levy, we're talking about television now. Okay.
He's kind of trying to tell you don't do TV.
And Norton knows this.
All right. What?
Norton and Anthony know this. Okay.
I've been on TV, fuckface. I just chose not to be on TV lately.
Yeah, what was that football show that you guys destroyed?
No.
Destroyed.
No, Letterman, Leno, and Fallon. When did you do those 3 shows?
Okay,
Never. Never.
Shut up.
Never. Don't go after me, fuckface.
I'm not going after you. I'm going after both of you clowns, okay? You both destroyed that football show, and Comedy Central was real watchable.
No, the football...
Okay, shut up.
The football show destroyed itself, first of all. And, yeah, the Comedy Central thing was a disaster. But going into it, we knew it was a fucking disaster. We told everybody it was a horrible fucking concept.
Okay. All right, here's my point.
Now you're really going to get it bad, by the way.
At least I was just defending himself.
I wasn't even in on this one. It wasn't about me, but now we're going to have some fun.
He's just defending himself.
First of all, I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking, but you guys did You're 0 for 2 on TV. But anyhow, you said you went into that knowing it was a disaster.
Yeah.
That day when I was doing Red Eye, when I got the topics that afternoon, I was so busy and exhausted. I knew it was going to be a disaster, too. So there you go. We're in the same state of mind. I knew it was going to be a disaster. My 1 out of 10 television shows this year was going to be a disaster. So I have 9 out of 10, which gets me in the Hall of Fame. You guys are 0 for 2, which gets you whatever. I didn't have a punchline.
We're also going to play today What's Older, Voss or some kind of pop culture reference. So... You want to do that first, or you want to play some Red Eye audio in front of Bob Levy?
I think we should play some Red Eye.
Don't do it in front of Levy, because you can get all depressed that the last he did was never.
Yeah.
Why are you
coming after me when he's on a show that's on at 4 in the morning? Fucking only crack addicts are watching.
I know.
That.
I'll be on tonight.
Okay, so how did you? First of all, Bob, I've done more TV since I got up till now.
So what? You'll still say your next act, Bob Levy, when we're on stage together.
You can't even get TV in the basement you live in, so shut your mouth.
Wow, what?
I live upstairs. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of their mouth today, didn't they? Fucking big-toothed.
Voss isn't playing today, man.
Oh, he's cranky. Of
You're
course he's cranky.
No, because what it is before I even did Red Eye, no matter what that day, I got a call going, I hear you on Red Eye tonight. So no matter what I did that day, you would have found a way to break it down. I'm walking outside my building so I can...
Apartment.
It's not an apartment, it's a townhouse with my second wife. Where are you with your third?
In a house, boss.
Hey.
He's got a tattoo that says never again on his arm, and his wife's got one on her pussy that says never again.
Yeah. Thank you. You're making YouTube videos of you building a shed. That ought to get you a sitcom. Here's what I'm
Wait, there's a YouTube video of you doing what, Bob?
No,
I'm building a shed.
Building a shed?
It's called Amish Bob.
Yes. It's not me building it. It's part of a show they're trying to sell as a reality show that's never going to happen. Go ahead, Voss. Go ahead. Well, you'll be living in my shed soon.
Fucking Voss doing his research before this phone call.
No, I didn't.
Well prepared.
I'm saying what I'm saying and you know what? Oh, fuck. Listen to me. What I'm saying
We're listening.
What I'm saying, Bob, now that you have Opie and Anthony, it's great because now you have 2 radio shows on your resume. What I'm saying
All right, listen, Rich. What?
I don't want to attack Bob.
All right, slow down. We're gonna play a clip from Red Eye, and then let's get into this a little bit. Which one you guys want to hear? Rich says he's tired of fat people. He says something about addictions. Rich talks about how bad it is that the movie industry is bringing the movies to people's homes. The Panera Bread was pretty damn good. Which one you want?
Which one was one of the best ones?
Wait, before you...
I say we start from the top.
Yeah.
All right, I'm hold on a minute. I'm going to turn your audio down if you don't play nice. Let us at least play the clip. It's 20 seconds, all right?
Okay, but can I tell you one thing before you start the clip?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I knew I was having a tough time because Bonnie was there. She was sitting there with her hands going, pick it up, all right? So I knew it wasn't going well.
Oh, she was going like, she was giving you like, come on, what are you doing, hands?
Oh, no.
not only that, it was hard to watch her do that as I'm sitting next to the girl that I wanted to fuck so bad. Okay, my wife's going to pick it up, and I'm thinking in my head, get the hell out, okay? So I couldn't concentrate on the show. But go ahead. It doesn't matter. It was okay, I had a bad TV spot, but go ahead. Let's go. Let's hear
Rich.
some of it.
When we went over this audio originally, we did tell everyone how great you are on a comedy stage.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We don't want the people confused out there.
ass on this show.
Right. But
Well,
here's.
but here's another thing too. You can't say he's great on comedy stage, but he sucks on TV. When you get
No,
one
we're
bad
not
television
saying that. We're
appearance-
saying you sucked on this
We're not
appearance.
saying you
we've
sucked.
Never, we've
Just
never
dumb.
played the Joy Behar audio. I didn't see those appearances, and no one brought it to our attention, so you must have did well.
Rich, it wasn't that your jokes were bad. We were just saying that you were monumentally stupid. It wasn't like, hey, he's not a funny guy.
Right.
It was your points just kept fading out. It was like the political points you were making, you didn't know what you were talking about. That was the funny part.
Right.
Well, why don't we play the first clip? We got Bob Levy in studio listening for the first time as well.
Yes.
Here we go.
Rich, you're obviously working out. Have you found that your manly looks has that been a distraction for you or a hindrance?
No, it's healthy. I'm sick of people saying, "Oh, it's okay to be fat." It's not okay. It's an addiction. You're fat. Do something about it. It's an addiction. And little kids their kids are fat. That's child abuse. It's not. They say, "Hey, it's okay to do meth." All right? Put down the gun.
What about if
Okay.
they're just a little chubby?
Well, you're not getting in my bed then. That's all
All
I'm
right,
saying.
we're going to stop it right there. Coming up.
That was pretty funny.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
Well, we're just.
That was funny.
That's called the setup, you idiot. Here comes the bad ones.
Oh.
Look, Rich was all excited. Hey, wait, that wasn't that bad.
I'm killing her.
We're not that nice, Rich, are we? All right, Rich talks about how bad it is.
You let Levy in studio.
Oh.
Keep it up, pony.
Rich talks about how bad it is that the movie industry is bringing the movies to people's
Wait
homes.
a second. Whoa. We just went over a topic. You can't go from a topic I did well at. Let's discuss that topic. Food is addiction.
Look. That we said that wasn't that bad.
We said
didn't
it was
say you
okay.
did well.
Right.
That was a lot of babbling and rambling about addiction and kids.
Their kids. These are the kids, and they're kids, and they have kids.
Yeah, there's
you
a
made
lot.
it seem like the kids were having kids.
Put down the cupcake.
And you didn't want to say goddamn, so you went, put down the goddamn cupcake.
Right.
Like you were kind of mouthing the word
Put down
goddamn.
the cupcake.
Yeah, put down the goddamn cupcake.
Is it hard for you to say kids without getting a hard on?
Yes, Rich. Problem?
Right. Here's so I guess we learned that the movie industry is going to, have movies for you that you could watch at home now. The first run movies, right?
Not if Rich has his say.
That's right. And this is
That's
what
right.
Rich had to say on Red Eye about that.
I mean,
I don't think any of
saying
us saw that.
this is really her. I think that this is just making people lazier and less social and just sitting around and clicking and watching movies. I don't know. Just not my cup of tea.
It's like you said, it's a quick fix. They're paying too much anyhow. When you're spending $2 million on Craft Table for donuts, cut back. They're cutting out the theaters. They're kicking them to the curb like they're some late night talk show hosts. You can't do that to them. You know what I mean? It's like the airlines did to the travel agents. They kicked them to the curb. Now there's no what do you call it? You know what I'm saying. Move on.
Yeah. No, actually, I think we should just stay with this right now. Because now it's getting good. Yeah.
Well, because you can't, the movie theaters, you can't just push them aside. What are they going to do?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You know what? If they do this, I'm gonna start downloading these movies at 30 a piece or 20, and I'm gonna charge 50 to 100 people to come to my house to watch them. I'm gonna start making the money.
What are you talking
You
about?
know what? Here's the thing. Sometimes your mind is thinking faster than your mouth.
Yes.
And when you don't have a great vocabulary, you get caught up in what to say. Now, let me cover myself on that. My dad's a travel agent. So I know at one point the airlines...
And a dummy producer.
Okay, the travel agents were making... The airlines just kicked them in the curb and said, fuck it, you're done. You don't make any commission on travel anymore. Okay, you'll make commission on selling vacations or but not on travel. So that's basically what the movie industry is doing to the theaters. They're saying, fuck you. we're done with you. It's basically, okay, Levy, okay, so you're in a relationship, and after 2 weeks, the bitch wakes up and looks at you and goes, you're done, and kicks you to the curb.
Yeah.
Okay? It's the same thing, and that's what I was saying.
Rich, I think we're bothered. We're bothered that you're an older man, and you're using the terminology from a fucking Kid and Play sketch.
What was the terminology?
Kick to the curb.
Kick to the curb.
Oh, yeah. Well,
how about talk to the little hand? Talk to the stiff turtle foot hand.
what
Are you all that and a bag of chips?
What's that?
Did he say that too?
A bag of me?
Did he
Who
say
wants
that?
a bag of me?
No, Chip.
Oh.
You guys should have prepared before this.
You also wrapped up your point by saying you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, because then I started getting a little thuggy and urban at the point.
No, you kind of ran out of energy and said, "Well, you know what I'm saying."
I didn't run out of energy.
You figure it out yourself.
You know what it seems like you're doing, Rich? It seems like you're trying to make a point as you go along, hoping a point comes to you.
Absolutely.
Like you started with no point, no answer, with nothing, and you're just hoping your
Somebody
mouth
jumps
spits
onto
out
it.
an idea.
You know what? That's a good point you're making right there. Okay. But let me explain another thing, too, when you're doing those shows. And Norton, when you're surrounded by people, okay, two things. One, I was blindsided. The host wasn't even there that I was expecting, who I'd done it with before. I forget his name.
Greg Gutfeld.
Greg Gutfeld and Mike Baker was subbing.
Mike Baker does a very good job filling in, though, Rich.
I know he does, but he's not as funny as the guy Greg, which I'm not saying he doesn't do a great job. He was very good looking, and I noticed Bonnie staring at him. But when you're surrounded by people, like when you do Joy Behar show, she's funny, so that just people know, all the cameramen, everybody's there laughing. So when you're surrounded on the panel with not one funny soul, it's
And you would
hard
really look
to
funnier, wouldn't you?
Yes, you would look much
it's hard
funnier.
to get a flow. It doesn't matter because if you say something funny, they're just going to stare anyway.
No, they're not. They're going to laugh.
No. Listen to me. You can
If
back
you'd
up
have
the-
said something funny, you
Say
might have
you're on
gotten
stage Saturday night.
a response.
Okay, now listen to me. Here's another thing too. As a comic, and I'm serious, you go on these shows and okay, you're a comic. Let me tap dance and sing and do whatever for these fucking jamokes. Okay,
No.
once in a while you would try to want to make a point.
Rich, I've heard better points made by people who are falling out of buildings.
Okay.
Your points were terrible.
No, they were good points.
They were not good points.
Yes, they were. That's bullshit. If you hit it really big, if you hit it really bigger than you are right now, Norton, say you hit it really big and you got a successful show on HBO that lasted more than 4 weeks, right?
Okay.
Would you kick your manager to the curb?
I don't know. I don't know.
Wait,
Nor would I go there.
Was that Norton's fault? That show should have been picked up for another.
Yeah, it
4.
actually did do good numbers, but
It did good numbers.
No, I'm just.
No, I'll take that. I don't care. No, I wouldn't throw my managers out, but it's a different thing.
Bob, wait, hold on. Explain to Bob what a manager is.
He's such an angry little man. I love him.
Really fucking Rich. What was the late night talk show reference in that clip, by the way?
Hey, Bob, who booked the building of your shed? Did you guys go after on that, or did you just use Mexican?
All right, the next clip from Rich Voss on Red Eye.
He's falling again.
There's a whole Panera bread thing that was happening, right? Where pay as you go or something. You decide how much you want to pay for your meal, right?
And Rich Voss completely misses the point of this.
Yeah, you thought it was communism returning.
Wait, but the last clip about the movie theater, would we go good or bad?
It was pretty
That was
awful.
horrific.
That was a terrible clip.
You referenced late night talk show host getting fired,
But I know what you mean.
That was a joke right there, but I didn't really emphasize the punchline.
It had none of the
joke.
makings of a joke.
Yeah. It was that damn host again.
Yeah. It was the rest of the panel.
Everybody was staring at that pretty man.
Oh, and you know what that host said? He goes, "Let's try to do O&A together after the show." He said that.
Yeah, he likes doing the show.
Yeah, we had Mike on. He did great for us.
Yeah,
we would do
But
that.
he said, "Let's try to do it together" because he liked.
I heard you.
He had a
We'll
connection.
figure it out. All right, here's Panera Bread and how Voss gets it completely wrong, as Ann says.
Let me ask you this question, because I think this may be speaking to the root of why they're doing this. Do you think it's mostly for the publicity that they're getting now?
They're not trying to pull people in. People don't go into Panera Bread and they get addicted and have to have a tuna sub every day. You know, what it is Free in the long run doesn't work. A quick fix, it's okay. You know, a quick fix, a mom with her kids needs help, some quick fix, all right. But free in the long run, you know, you got to work, earn, and buy. You know, you can't keep taking in life. You can't take. We're not bankers. You can't just take from people.
You're really getting in the weeds here. You're going 30,000 feet and talking theory here. Now,
well,
which is good.
It's true in life. If you don't work for it and don't appreciate what you're getting, you're never gonna work. You can just keep taking handouts, and you're gonna suck off the government, off of people. And this is just the beginning. It goes from sandwiches to housing.
So you've gone right from the tuna sub to the McMansion. Okay.
Yes.
And now, what about you? You walk in there, and are you going to pay what you know? Because everybody has an intrinsic understanding as to what things are worth, right? So you're going to.
I don't know what intrinsic means.
But you're going to know what the soup and the sandwich are going to cost. Are you? I mean, to be honest, are you going to be inclined to put what that value is into that box?
I'm going to pay exactly what they want, and I'm going to go up to someone who's eating free and smack their sandwich out of their hand, and say, you know what, go work. And you could have a sandwich.
Bill,
with the 4-second rule, they'll just pick that sandwich back up and eat it anyway.
Is that too rough? Is that too rough?
You know what I noticed? I brought a whole hour show down.
You said, first of all, you missed the point. They were doing it as a promotional thing, and you said something about like how you'd go there, and then it's free housing.
No, it's not. That's not the point. They're not doing it as a promotional thing. They're doing it around the country. There's restaurants that are mom and pop places they're letting people come in and pay what they want. So you're missing the point. They're doing it as trying to be very liberal. Hey, let's give these people back, give it to them for free.
But it's their business. They can do what they want.
No, that's bullshit. Yeah, really? So can the government. Let's give housing for free. Let's put it in your neighborhood. Let's give some free apartments or free condos right down the hall.
They're gonna stand. It's just kind of a publicity thing they're doing. Hey, pay what you think you should pay.
No, Anthony, you're wrong there because you know what the thing is. It's your point of view. It's a political issue. It's not about pay.
No, it's not.
It's bullshit. It's the government. It's people falling into this socialist behavior about we're all equal. We should all have the same.
Rich,
if you can't afford a sandwich, don't go to Panera. Go to the supermarket, buy a couple slices of spiced ham.
They're not
Rich,
saying it's
did you ever
free.
think it's a business decision? Did you ever think that their business was taking a hit in the economy? So they're figuring, how do we get people to come in, let people come in and pay what they think they should pay? And that's where they build some kind of a customer loyalty, and eventually that promotion will end. But it's a business decision.
No, you know what? You're wrong, because you know what? The car company's doing horrible. No one can go in and pay what they want to pay for a car.
Rich, it's a business
decision. The whole economy is fucking falling apart, okay? You cannot just say, hey, let's go pay what you can pay. That's bullshit. And what you're doing is setting people up for another fucking
But wait,
fall.
hold on. If as a company, if Panera Bread says, or whatever it is, hey, let's try this and see if it brings in people who might not have come in to begin with.
Right. Okay, you didn't do your research. You're doing that in some Beverly Hills community. Do that in the fucking ghetto, okay? Let's see the lives of people you got coming there and that are going to come back and pay. All right? So it's bullshit. It's publicity. They're doing it in one of the richest areas of California.
So all right, cool. So there you go. You just answered your own question. Right. They're not doing it in a shitty neighborhood, so they're not being socialist and giving it away. It's obviously a publicity thing, which is what we're saying.
Obviously, it's a publicity thing. If you do anything, you're going to get in paper and people are going to know about Panera Bread. It's the mindset of the people that are taking advantage of it. Of course, as a business, you want as much advertisement as you can get.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Let's do this. That's why they put fucking class. That's why Bob stands outside with a sign.
Back to Bob.
But Rich,
he's trying to dig himself out of this hole using me.
Please.
But
Your point is horrible.
At least he's arguing it better than he did on Red Eye.
Yeah, because he had time to think about it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have time. Right now, you're right. I'm not going to sit there for. The point is, of course, you want to advertise and get as many people to know your name. Okay, all right. But by saying we're giving free food away,
they didn't say that.
They didn't say that. That's what. That's the whole thing. You said that. They said pay what you think you should pay for what you're getting. Now, how many people are going to give nothing? Oh, you think, this is valueless.
Yeah, look around the room. Okay.
People that have jobs that are doing okay.
Some people might pay more. Here's what you got to understand. If the business is being hurt because maybe they're thinking the pricing is wrong, It's going to get people in there. Some people will take it for free. Other people will pay more than they should because they want to include a tip and not seem cheap. It might be a social experiment, but they might actually make more doing this.
All right, we'll do it in an area.
If they do it in an area like...
It's trick advertising.
No, it's not. Rich,
trick advertising.
First of all, grown man using childlike expressions. If they said, if they're doing, you're saying it was about socialism.
Wait, can you give us an example of trick advertising?
Yeah, trick advertising.
What? Explain trick advertising.
Okay.
That's what hookers do.
I can't think of.
Or give me a fine example of trick advertising. Another example.
Okay, what it is? It's almost like bait and switch. Okay, you come into this area, people read. Okay, people see this on the news. Oh, Panera Bread. Okay, they don't know where the area is giving away pay what you can. Then you walk into your Panera Bread right outside, Baltimore, and go, I can only pay 50 cents. And they look at you and they say, well, take your black ass out of here because you're not getting a sandwich. What I'm saying is people will be misled that every Panera Bread is doing that.
That's a totally different point than you made on Red Eye.
Exactly.
Now you're just trying to...
It is a good point.
It stinks.
It's close. No, it doesn't stink. Okay?
Sure it does. It's participating stores. McDonald's, every one of them that's franchised out does things, participating stores.
Do you think the person that can't afford a sandwich realizes that or knows that? Okay,
now you're taking up for the people that can't afford sandwiches. A minute ago you wanted to smack it out of their hand. Now you don't want them to feel bad.
I want them all to pay. That's what I'm saying.
Anyone listening to this is.
What's that? What I'm saying is it's socialist behavior. That's all. What? That's what it is. It's socialist behavior. Hey.
Why don't you just admit you were wrong and stop trying to salvage a point because you're making different points?
No, I'm not making different points. You can't go by the point I made on this show.
And why are you switching from Panera to Panero?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm talking about a different restaurant. I don't know, however you call it, whatever.
Well, we don't know because you're saying it in two different ways.
What they're doing...
You're switching off and on with this Panera and Panero.
Because you made a quick decision that what they're doing is wrong, instead of revisiting it and realizing that it's not at all wrong, it's actually just it's a little business thing they're trying.
No, you're right. It's right for good advertisement because a lot of places talk about it.
But that's all it is.
Okay, you're right. I know that. It's great advertising. Yeah, let's get our name out there, okay?
So what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. No, there's not. What's wrong with it is because people are going to be misled thinking they can get free sandwiches, which they don't deserve to get anyhow. Go out and fucking work.
No, they're not going to be misled.
And what I'm saying, too, is the quick fix is okay. It's the mom who has kids or something. Yeah, take care of her real quick. But it's fucking...
But wait, hold on. Rich, when will they be misled? When they get to the store, it says, pay what you want. Where is the misleading part of that?
Okay, I'll tell you what. You bring in... all of a sudden, there's a line of 400 minorities outside this rich store, outside wherever, Beverly Hills, wherever it is. You got 400 minorities out there, homeless, this and that. Let's see how long that fucking promotion goes for.
So maybe it doesn't last long, but where are they being misled?
It lasts long to the last person eats their fucking tuna, and the next day it's done.
Okay, well then that's what the promotion was.
No, what it is, it's just like everybody. They're misleading. They're scumbags. It's big corporations.
You're out of your mind.
Did he just say it's big corporations?
Oh, yuck.
Yes,
look, it's Rich Voss, the everyman, against the big corporations.
Wait a second.
He's the next Ralph Nader.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Hey, we'll do this, and then when they really have to do it, they don't do it.
But they are doing it. If you show up, they are honoring it.
Yeah, because where it was. Look where it was. Of course you're going to honor it.
So they're a smart business.
Yeah.
How is that bad?
How is it? I just told you how it's bad.
But it's not. So so a bunch of minorities show up.
Yeah, and you think the thing will last?
Here's what's happening right now. Your point is horrible, and instead of just going, yeah, you know what, I looked at this wrong, you're desperately trying to salvage a win, and everyone is listening to you making a complete ass out of yourself.
There's a couple reasonable listeners out there that can that know what I'm talking about. They kind of
Radio's in the head injury rooms at the hospital.
Okay, all right. I'll admit I was wrong, but there's some I can't pinpoint it. And
Exactly.
I will pinpoint it.
Your gut feeling is wrong.
Pinpoint.
No, my gut feeling is it's wrong. My what do you call it? My intellectual brain
Is non-existent.
Just keep calling it a what do you call it?
Yeah.
Can't explain it. Anthony knows deep down inside what I'm talking about.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
He's a racist, and he's a right-wing pedophile, so he knows.
Right-wing I hate being a lefty pedophile.
Wait, Rich, here's an example.
Always want to help the kids afterwards.
It's hard to grab them with the weekend.
For the rest of the month, we're on Stars too. Hold on.
For no kids behind, left behind. That's my.
We're on Stars 2 besides our own channel here for the end until the end of the month. For free. There's this channel on Sirius called Stars 2. We're on that for free for the rest of the month. Until the end of June or whatever, June 14th, whatever it is. Obviously, the motive there is to get people to listen. They enjoy the show, and then they maybe come over and they buy the Best of XM package because they've gotten hooked or they've enjoyed the show. So what is Sirius mislead? No, it's a business decision. So what's wrong with that?
No, I know it's a bit. I know it's to get people in. You want to get people to taste your product or listen to your product or do whatever. Okay, what I'm saying is there's people out there that also believe they deserve free samples.
Who cares? It has nothing to do with this.
Am I hearing birds flying around your head as you talk?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on,
Dodo
Bob,
birds.
Hold on, Bob. Plug the firehouse.
I hear chirping.
You'll be playing soon.
I hear chirping birds. I'm just thinking cartoon when
Yeah.
the fucking cartoon character gets knocked out and there's birds flying around the
Right now,
head.
Bonnie's going, pick it up, Rich. Pick it up. Come
All
on.
right, can we move on to the next topic that he did on
please,
Red Eye?
Yes.
It's the big immigration thing with Arizona.
Yes. What a big hot issue
That's
these
right.
days, and Rich Voss covers it.
And there was some controversial Mexican tourism ad, right, Rich?
I didn't understand this. I
love you. I fucking love
I
Rich
didn't
Voss.
understand this.
At least he admits it.
I'm not going to lie. I knew I was going to kind of flounder on this one. So I said in my head, if you people thought the other ones were bad, well, here comes the closer.
And I think you admit at the end of this clip that you have nothing. Let's get into it. Hold on, Rich. Here it is.
Rich, given all the tensions that we've got right now building in Arizona, what do you think about the ad?
Well, no one who's sneaking from Arizona into Mexico to begin with. I don't see that happening.
No.
And we're just such babies. Everybody wants an apology. Who cares about an apology? Either deal with the ad or don't look. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing on this. I'm not as prepared as they are. So what I'm saying is,
Don't give them too much credit. They're not that prepared.
Oh no, he is for.
Yeah, so.
At least you fessed up and said you weren't very prepared.
But he does break. We're going to go right into the next clip. You do break down the Arizona immigration bill here.
Where do you stand on this, Rich?
Where I stand right now, here's the deal. People don't understand it. They're not just pulling you over for probable cause, okay? People are, hey, you, come here. Papers. No, it's probable cause. Two, if you're in the country and you have a family, I say, okay, you don't send them back. You just stop more from coming in. That's all. Just stop. Do something about it. Listen, if I had a piece of property and I wanted to protect that property, I would find a way to do it. It's not that hard to protect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. And I think, I'm going to give Bill the last word, which
he's like,
wow. It's like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I have no idea what he's saying.
It wasn't a bad point, but
what?
You know what?
Here's the thing. Go ahead.
You
want to say it?
At this point in the show, I'm thinking to myself, this is costing me $100 for a babysitter. I'm not plugging anything. I'm not getting anything out of it. I have not.
There was the audience.
My wife is staring at the CIA guy next to me.
When she's saying pick it up, she's pointing at the handgun in front of you. Pick it up.
But here's the deal. The public doesn't know about this law in Arizona. They think you could just walk
Neither
up
do you.
Yes, I do. They think you could just walk up to a Mexican, hey, show me your papers, okay? And liberals are trying to compare it to Nazi Germany, which it's not. if they pull you over for whatever probable cause you're speeding, they can check to see if you have papers. Okay, but the average American doesn't know that. So I was trying to get that across. And what I'm saying is, if you do pull someone over and say they are a dad with a wife and kids and they're already in the country, you can't kick them out. You can't kick him out and they're still stuck here.
Why?
What I'm saying is,
Why can't you?
Well, you're saying just leave his family, kick him out, and he leaves his wife with the kids behind.
If they're legal too, then get out.
Well, but if they don't know where they are and they just throw him out, whatever. I'm just saying you got to. We're talking about family now, Anthony, with kids. Okay, we're not talking. So what I'm saying is just protect the fucking borders like everybody else says. That's all. So it wasn't a bad point. It's just that my voice sounds so bad, okay? And the slobber sometimes gets in the way.
Please, can you replay what he just said?
I want to
Rich,
hear
hold
that.
on. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, my God.
You're good at that. Not going anywhere.
Get in the way.
Well, you know, I'm going to make another cup of coffee right now and come back outside with my coffee.
Attaboy. Hold on, my love.
Yeah, we're almost done with you, Rich. You're hanging in there pretty good.
Travis is playing one. Okay,
All right, here it is.
Waiting. Travis is on me.
What's he doing?
In the hot seat.
And here it is.
And play.
Danny laughing at Travis.
What is he doing?
Travis is panicking.
Here it comes.
And the slobber sometimes gets in the way.
Get in the way.
Getting's away.
That's like Germany.
Yeah. Ready to start ordering them into fucking railroad cars.
Getting's away.
Get into the car.
When we have time, not now, but I have to talk to Norton and Anthony, and can you explain to me the season finale of Lost, what really happened?
Oh boy, start that again.
That'll be good.
Was it purgatory?
No, I don't know, but I was wrong thinking they were dead all along. I was definitely wrong about that. But I actually was thinking of Lost the other night, and I was thinking like how much I loved the season finale. Like I actually loved, now that I know what the Flash Sideways was, this alternate reality they created. It kind of makes more sense to me now, so I was wrong. Travis was right, and I really do love it. Although I still think Zoe sucked.
I thought it was great.
And they cheese-dicked a lot of it, but I like it a lot more now that the whole picture's been painted.
We'll
I really
explain
do.
it with little stuffed animals for Rich.
Yeah.
We'll point at him and make him walk.
Well, let's ask Rich. What
do you think it was?
Yeah.
What do I think it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was like I said from the beginning. Hold on. I thought it was purgatory too. And they were there in purgatory, and everything else was a flashback going through their lives. You know, I don't know. I
did too, but you know what?
He starts off great every single time. And what happened?
I got an email that made sense to me this morning, actually, from a listener. So thank you. He said, "Hey, look, man, in season 3, they point out that the Red Sox won the World Series." If they were all really dead, I mean, they probably wouldn't have known that. Like, oh, yeah, that did actually make sense.
You don't think dead people would know ball scores?
Yeah, you know what? That's right, too. It's a fucking shitty email. You're absolutely right, Anthony. And they could learn that. Fuck you, cunt emailer.
While we have
they weren't dead.
While we have you on the phone, people want to know what you would do to plug up this fucking leak down there in the Gulf of Mexico.
What would I do?
Put your
with the
false
oil
teeth
leak.
over it.
I have no fucking. I didn't even know there was an oil leak. What's going on?
You didn't know there was an oil leak down in the Gulf of Mexico?
Really, I didn't know that. Stupid. You could just squeeze your hair; it'll be more fucking oil. Shut your mouth.
Ah, okay, you get it. I'm a greasy dago.
Oh, I thought he meant because he was using a lot of products.
I didn't call you a greasy dago. That's what I meant.
You implied.
I did, you stupid Jew.
Yeah. Why don't you get out of here, you Irish dude or something? Have some more beers or something.
Anthony got upset that I insinuated he was a greasy dago. He really got mad there.
He's not upset.
I know I am.
Please.
I know what I am.
He's a swarthy coxman.
My great-great-great-great-grandmother fucked a nigger, yes. The Moors invaded Sicily.
He's not even Italian. She just liked doing that. She still does it, actually.
He drove there.
Yes, she works at an urban youth center. She takes cock all day. Anthony's great-great-great-grandmother is 141 years young. She's taking
Oh, God, the great Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
We will miss
They,
him.
they call her the old laundromat because they just go there and put their loads in them.
For small change.
yeah. And then they, they start whisking everything.
Pay what you want.
Yeah, pay what you want. That's what it is. She should leave her vagina closed for the people that want to fuck her for free.
Yeah. And she only uses laundromat terms. Like they say, how many cocks will you take? And she says, all.
A tideful.
Hey, what kind of syndrome does Rich have? Downy.
Can we play the Voss game before we say goodbye to him? Because the guys worked very hard behind the scenes. We're going to play... Bob, you want to play this?
Yeah, sure.
All right, don't look at the screen. Yes, Danny?
Okay, yeah, no, I was going to say I have the animals here, so.
Okay.
Hey, I'm in North Carolina this weekend at Good Nights in Raleigh.
I haven't been there. I did that with Rich Jennings. The only time I ever did that room. How is it?
What's that?
I did that room in like '95 with Richard Jennings. I don't think I've ever done it since.
It'll make you hang yourself.
Considering he shot himself.
Oh, oops.
Jesus, it's a great room. It's a great room. But
In the shower.
Jesus Christ. It's a good room. They're, you know,
All right. You'll do fine in Raleigh. This weekend, Raleigh?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And what's the room again?
Good Nights.
Charlie
All right,
Goodnight.
good. We're going to play, let's play What's Older.
Wait, can we ask a question about the Red Eye appearance?
Sure.
All in all.
We were allowing you to move on. Why would you go back to that?
All in all, what, Rich?
It wasn't the bomb that you guys...
Made it out to be?
okay.
All right, whatever you need to think.
Yeah, however you get to sleep at night.
It was the fucking bomb at the end of season 5 in Lost. Juliet was hitting that appearance with the fucking rock.
Fucking Voss. All right, really quickly, Voss, we're gonna play What's Older. All right, you ready for this?
Okay.
What's older, Voss or Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo?
Oh. Am I supposed to answer this?
Bob Levy's going to answer it.
I would say...
Or C, Bob's phone. What fucking year is that horrible
stop.
flip
It's all I know how to
song?
fucking use, all right?
Holy shit.
I'm no fancy boy like you.
I think that's a girl's phone.
It's a rotary cell
My
phone.
wife bought it for me. And it's purple, not pink. I'm gonna go with Voss.
Voss is older than Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo.
Oh,
Holy shit. Vertigo came out in 1958.
1 point for Bobby Darren Hare. Go ahead.
I can't even understand him over his teeth.
That was a Bobby Darren joke. It was pretty good, actually.
Okay,
What's the knife?
What's older, Voss or the wireless TV remote?
What's a wireless TV remote?
Did you just ask what is a wireless TV remote?
Oh, you mean the remote that you use in your bed? Yeah, go ahead.
He's dumber than me.
What else could it have been? The wireless.
And you only use it in bed.
Yeah.
I gotta bring it downstairs.
Yeah, the whole bed.
Every remote is wireless. There's no fucking remote that had a wire coming from the...
Used to be.
Yes,
There used to be. Sure there was.
Remember the early days of cable television? There was even a remote that went to the cable box.
You would get a free sandwich and the remote.
And everyone used to walk in between the coffee table and the TV, and it would go flying.
Yeah.
Trip over the goddamn thing.
I'm gonna go with the
Wait,
remote.
hold on, before you go with the remote, let's revisit the free sandwich joke that Levy just fucking died with. Let's go back to that. I get a free what with it, Bob?
Sandwich.
Oh, okay. Is that what they'll be giving out at the firehouse before or after your show?
No, that's what they'll be getting. Him in the firehouses, and he calls me, begging me, "Do you got anything in July? My whole summer's open." Of course it is. We've seen you on Red Eye. You fucking piece of shit.
How many
I hope you
firehouses?
pull up Bobby Slayton after this weekend. Whatever, not a Slayton.
no.
Richard Jenny. Whatever.
Oh, no.
Whatever.
Oh boy. How many firehouses have you played, Bob?
I've done a bunch of them, and it's for the raise money for them. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with that, Rich?
Yeah. What have you
doing a
done
nice
to
thing for the
society? You
firemen.
fuck.
There's nothing wrong with him doing it. doing firehouses. Matter of fact, there's nothing wrong. Money, you got to pay your bills. So I'm just making jokes. There's nothing wrong.
Oh my
Bob,
God!
do you ever dream of doing rescue squads, or are you just going to stick with firehouses? Do you think? Okay, let's move on to the
Bob, Jesus Christ, a dead silence. He fucking.
Are you around this week, Bob? Rich,
We're
are
on
you back
108,
Thursday?
you know, too.
that.
Are you back by Thursday or no?
Yeah, I go on the road and I do Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
You know, when the Jews said never forget, they didn't mean everything.
Just clear your mind.
All right, where are we?
Back by next Thursday or this Thursday?
All right, where are we
Look,
at?
stop.
Bob Levy, answer the question. What's older, Voss or the wireless TV
I say
remote?
Voss.
I'd say the remote.
Levy is 2 for 2.
Wow, the remote's older?
Older than Rich
Yes.
Voss. Levy, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at Night Rock is in San Antonio, Texas on Thursday, and Friday, June 4th and 5th, I will be at the Lake Creek Alamo Draft House in Austin, Texas.
Very cool. All right. What's older,
Came back from there.
Voss or the modem?
Whoa, this is tough.
The modem. People asked what I did with a bunch of lawns.
I'm going to have to go. It's got to be the modem.
Voss is older than the modem. Modem came out in 1958.
Wow.
How about this one? Voss or the Barbie doll?
They're both useless. I'm going to go with definitely Voss, because this didn't come out into the 60s, the Barbie doll. I guarantee it.
Yeah, so it's 1959.
So the guarantee doesn't work there.
But you know what,
you did get
what
the
I'm
question
saying, right?
No, he's right. I'm older than the Barbie doll because the Barbie doll came out in '59 and I was born in '57. Bob's right again.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's doing very well with
He's
the what's
3 out of
older.
4.
How about the hula hoop or Voss?
Both useless around the house. Let's see. I'm going to go with the hula hoop, definitely. That's a game from like the fucking early 50s.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No.
By 1 year, it is Rich Voss, older than the hula
You're
hoop.
older than the fucking hula hoop.
Holy shit, you old fuck.
How about the wheel? Let's go with the wheel.
How is he older than the hula hoop? We've all seen the black and white footage.
Yeah. Yeah. The black and white chicks on the beach.
Oh my god!
And the hula hoop.
With the one piece on? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wearing a parasol. Wearing a parasol. I don't wear one.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a cool game. He's going to be 53. What is 52 years?
Yeah, we understand, Rich, but it's still fun for everybody. So why don't you stop spoiling everyone's
Yeah, why don't you
fun?
quit spoiling everyone's fun like you do
Really?
their viewing experience?
All right, is there one? Which one you want to do here? And why don't you pick one?
Oh, of
We
course.
got like 4 left we could choose from.
How about Rich Voss or the miracle that is Velcro?
Well, that's easy. What's smarter?
What sounds less annoying?
Voss has to be older than Velcro. Has to.
No, Velcro's older. No, I would have to say.
All right, Velcro is older.
How old do you think Velcro is, Rich?
I don't know. Let's see. I'll be 53. I would have to go with 51 years. I'm older.
Did you blow Velcro for drugs or?
Yeah.
Was that Opie?
Yeah, sorry.
Velcro.
All right, I'll do it to myself.
1956 for Velcro. Velcro is indeed older.
I would have
than
thought
Rich
Voss was older because I thought that was a space program invention, Velcro.
Yeah, it was. They had a space program before that.
That's what I should have been an astronaut.
Yeah, Chip.
Because they told me I would always take up space in the classroom.
How is Voss older than this? We're looking at the black and white footage of people fucking doing the hula hoop on the beach.
Oh my god! Look what they're wearing.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, one more. I thought I saw what's older, Voss or the state of Hawaii.
Fuck. I didn't even know it was a state.
Honolulu or Hanajuju? Which is older?
And do you mean when it became a state or when it was formed?
Yes.
What's we go to Levy?
I'm gonna
Voss or the state of Hawaii?
I'm gonna go with Hawaii.
Is older?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, you're falling apart. In this game.
Oh,
Voss is
sorry.
older than the state of Hawaii.
Rich remembers an America that did not have a flag with 50 stars.
Oh, my God. See, it's fun, Rich. See?
It is
All right,
like-
one more. Voss or the Daytona 500, because we got a lot of Daytona 500 fans out there. Are you older than the Daytona 500? We'll have Bob Levy answer this. Voss or the Daytona 500?
It's got to be Voss.
Hello?
Yes.
Even we got bored with the game, Rich, we'll be honest with you.
I was reading to see if anyone got it right.
Yeah, Voss is older than the Daytona 500.
Yes. Wow.
Didn't they start that on a dirt track? I think so.
That was driven like on the beach.
On the beach where
Part of
it was just a
on the
dust
beach.
storm?
People had hula hoops around watching.
Wow, Voss. Do you get it? You're old.
Really? I know that. I'm old, but you know what? I've experienced beautiful things in life.
And lie.
And lie.
You should experience things and lie. Fucking naked in a pit of it. Like fucking Pesci at the end of Casino. His dumb brother Dominic.
Always the Vosser.
Yeah.
I am going to go pinch a major loaf right now.
Cool.
I think this was very successful.
Yeah, I think you really
I think you had
talked
a fine
yourself out
phone call.
of the hole you were in.
Yeah, you had a pretty good phone call, Rich.
Okay, and what I'm saying is, now that I'll never get rebooked on Red Eye again, thank you guys for pointing that.
Wasn't our fault.
Yeah, what do you think? They didn't notice?
Yeah.
Who knows who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who gives a
I
shit?
really I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that was obvious.
I don't. Well, you know, that's what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Prepare.
I didn't. I'm telling you, the second I walked out of there, I didn't care for all, like 5 blocks. I did. I kept saying to Bonnie how to go.
Did you and Bonnie talk about like how well it went?
Wait, you kept saying how did it go to Bonnie as you were walking?
No, she said to me, she goes, look, I'm not going to lie. It stunk. You know, I should probably wake her up and you could ask her.
Did she really say it stunk?
She goes, it wasn't one of your better ones. I mean, it was probably the worst, my worst, you know, out of those, you know, talk shows where you sit around and talk.
Wait,
No,
did-
it wasn't
Those
probably.
talk shows where you sit around and talk.
Wait, Rich, did you
as
actually
opposed
say
to what?
Did you say to her at one point, "Hey, how was it? Wasn't that bad?" Like you were kind of hoping maybe it was better than you thought.
Yeah, well, I knew it was horrific. You know when it's going bad when you're sweating as you're talking. Like when you start sweating. Hold on to baby. When you're sweating, and you're going, "Hey, Raina," like she's walking around. Hold on, is Bonnie awake? Hold on, are you awake? Talk to Opie Nancy real quick about my red eye.
Oh, Bonnie's awake.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
good.
Let's talk to Bonnie.
Hi.
Hi, Bonnie.
Why?
Oh, that morning voice is hot.
Bonnie, you were there for the Red Eye appearance?
Unfortunately.
When did you know it was going bad?
Well, I saw it going bad right from the beginning, and then I had in the middle. I asked the stage manager if I could go up and talk to him
to calm him down.
Like the friggin' when the catcher has to go to the mound and give a little chit chat to the pitcher.
I said, look, they don't have you here because they care about your opinions. You know, let's step it up. Let's be funny.
Yeah, because he seemed to
just
be
goof
really
around.
falling into that thing where he thought what he was saying was important.
Yeah, and original.
Did you think his opinions were at least well thought out and well put across?
She's laughing.
She's laughing. Jesus.
Oh no, I'm glad though that somebody felt like me because I think on the panel thought I was being a little mean, and then I felt bad.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly I was right.
No, you were absolutely right. He fell apart.
We couldn't play this audio fast enough.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Wait, who thought Bonnie? Who thought you were being mean?
What's that?
Who thought you were being mean?
I think the host, they were like, whoa, because they were just like, ooh, his wife just, they didn't know it was a comic, I don't think. They're just like, ooh, his wife just trashed.
Oh, they heard you say that?
Well, he was sitting, he wouldn't come over to me. I was motioning a lot for him to come over in the commercial, and he wouldn't, so I had to go up. And I sort of whispered in his ear, but you know, Rich, he likes to
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
so-
you whispered?
everybody into the fold.
how embarrassing for Rich.
You whispered it. What did he say? You just repeated it?
He's like, what? I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
You know what I mean?
Did he say that I'm doing well?
Oh, Oh, God.
You sure there wasn't a comma after I'm doing? Like I'm doing well?
Yeah. I mean, because I felt like there was a lot of opportunities for him to jump in and say some funny stuff. I mean, he didn't have to be like, you know, I don't know, it wasn't rocket science.
What was he saying to you as you guys walked out? Like, how was he trying to figure out how badly it went?
Well, he kept going, I picked it up, right? I picked it up. I did better. I got it together. And I was like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, sure you did.
Did you think he had picked it up and had gotten better?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Okay.
I mean, the beginning was, you know, pretty much lacking in any kind of humor on his part. So then I felt like he did try to make some jokes towards the end.
Oh, he tried. Yeah.
Who's in the studio today?
We got Bob Levy stop by today.
Hi, Bon.
Oh, Bob Levy's got a firehouse or something?
Yes.
Oh,
the whole family's going on me with the firehouse.
Firehouse thing. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Look, Rich handed me a note, and I felt like, he actually wrote something down for the first time in 10 years.
I know.
I should say that.
I know. He's a prick.
All right.
We'll let everyone go.
Bye, Bonnie.
Take care, Bonnie.
Are you in bed?
Okay.
Are you in bed, Bonnie?
Yes, I'm in bed.
Do you sleep naked?
Yeah, I'm completely naked. The only thing that covers me is my bush.
How big is it?
That's very sexy.
Hello?
Hey, Rich.
Her bush.
Fucking Bonnie rules.
Huh?
We love the Bonnie. Come on.
What's that?
We love the Bonnie.
She's great. God damn, is she fucking funny.
Does she really have a bush, though?
Huh?
Does she really have a big bush?
Why does he say huh?
I don't know. I don't know. I talk about behind. I don't look. Could have something down there. I don't fucking know. The kid could be there for all I know.
Shit.
She, you know, I got home yesterday.
Okay. What do you do with that? Rich, we're going to go.
Okay, what's that?
We're going to let you go.
Okay, hey, it was fun. We'll talk later. Hey, Levy, give me a call later.
Oh, look, they're friends.
From
in
your
the end.
We're always friends.
Look at that. In the end, they're just
really,
friends.
you got a firehouse gig? I can do it, man.
All right, Rich. Thanks, brother.
Take care.
Thanks, Rich.